So welcome friends. We all have heard about BT brinjal or BT cotton. These are transgenic brinjal or cotton crops where bacteria are used as biological agents to kill susceptible insects. In this, a gene Cry1AC from the soil bacterium Bacillus thuringiensis is inserted in the crop, such as brinjal or cotton. Now why it is done? As crops like brinjal are prone to be infected or harmed by lepidotherant insects like fruit borer. This Bt toxin of Bacillus thuringiensis provides resistance to the crops from these pests. Now the question is how it kills insects. Today we will discuss that mechanisms only. Actually, this bacterium is weakly toxic to insects as a vegetative cell, but during sporulation, we all know Bacillus species undergo sporulation. During sporulation, it produces a intracellular protein toxic crystal. This parasporal crystal is one of the most dramatic aspects of Bt sporulation. The insecticidal toxins, cry toxins of Bt, are specific to some insects. These cry genes are expressed during the stationary phase of the growth. Cry proteins will be produced from cry genes. So during sporulation, it produces an intracellular protein toxin crystal, the parasporal body, that acts as a microbial insecticide for specific insects. Now, the parasporal crystals, only after exposure to alkaline hindgut of the insects, breaks to release protoxin. Now, the protoxin reacts with a protease enzyme and an active toxin is generated. Six of the active toxins bind to the phospholipids and insert it into the membrane. Then, as shown in the diagram, pore formation occurs through the midgut cell. Ultimately, from the hexagonal pores, ATP will be released out and cations and water influx will occur. So here cation and water will enter and ATP will be excluded. Ultimately, cell imbalance occurs and lysis will occur. However, this is challenged. No direct evidence has been provided for such mechanism in either living cells or in insects, but rather this studies is based on the detection of ion influxing in membrane, vesicles and synthetic lipid bilayer when treated with cytotoxins. So the second model suggests that actually a toxin monomer binds to the cadherin receptor BTR1 and it activate the magnesium-dependent signal transduction pathway, leading to cell death. It's much more complex than the proposed toxin-induced osmotic lysis. Here, crytoxin monomer binds to BTR first, as we can see in the diagram, a signal transduction pathway involving G protein, G adenyl cyclase and protein kinase A, that is PKA, is activated. Now, as the signaling pathway is activated, this leads to the exocytosis of the BTR receptor from the intracellular vesicles to the cell membrane. Now, enhanced displaying of BTR on the cell surface facilitates recruitment of additional toxin molecules. Now, more and more toxin molecules are coming, which in turn amplifies the original signal in the cascade-like fashion. Now pKa, protein kinase A, modifies the downstream molecules that ultimately promotes the biochemical activities that destroy the cell. So these are the two mechanisms via which Bt toxin actually kill insects, those insects which can harm our crops such as brinjal or cotton. Now it's safe for us as we lack such receptor molecules which is in insect midgut. So it's targeted to insects only. Also, it requires alkaline pH of insects. So Bt toxin will affect only insects if they will attack the crop, but not to the humans who will consume it. Thank you very much. If you have any suggestion or query, you can ask me in the comment box. Thank you. Keep supporting us. So welcome friends.